Today, I went and saw a film called Hurricane Heist, and if you're thinking right now, what the heck is Hurricane Heist? I've never heard of that. You'd be like most of my friends, and that's totally okay. Hurricane Heist is an unapologetic 90s style action natural disaster flick that was magically transported to 2018 for my personal enjoyment today. The general premise of this film is that there is a category 5, 6, 7 huge category hurricane about to hit a town called Gulfport, Alabama. And in Gulfport, Alabama, there's a U.S. Treasury where they bring old money and then they shred it up. And at this moment, the shredder has been backed up, so there are piles and piles of money backing up. A federal agent named Casey, who is like your tough talking, like, I can drive a semi, but I've been demoted from active duty because I'm reckless, cliche federal agent. And basically when she arrives, she discovers that the shredders have been turned off on purpose, and there are now people trying to break into the treasury and steal all that money, obviously with the help of an inside man. From this moment forward, lots of spoilers. This is unequivocally just a rompy action film. It's created and directed by the guy who directed The Fast and Furious and Triple X, so it's got that sort of vibe. It opens with this scene. So there are three main characters. There's Casey, who's the federal agent. There's Will, who is the hurricane storm chaser. And there's his older brother, Breeze, who lives in Gulfport, Alabama, which is where Will and Breeze grew up, and who, works as a mechanic. The film opens with Hurricane Andrew in the 1990s, and you watch as Will and Breeze see their dad get killed by the hurricane storm. And you're like, oh wow, are you sure that this isn't Twister? Because I've got this sort of feeling. And so it opens up that way, very similar to Twister, and then you jump forward. Will is now a meteorologist, and Breeze is still working there. And they end up on this encounter stuck in the middle of this whole thing, because Breeze comes to fix the backup generator, discovers that there are people breaking in and trying to steal the money. He gets captured. Will stays to rescue him, even though he had just come down to try and convince his brother to leave and get out of the way of the storm. And it rolls into this adrenaline-packed, let's use the power of a hurricane to defeat the bad guys. There's a ridiculous scene where Will opens up a thing of hubcaps at an auto store, and the bad guys are coming down the street shooting at them, and Will throws the hubcaps using the gale force of the hurricane winds to hit the bad guys and kill them, which is just perfect. I mean, it's absolutely perfect. It is exactly what that film should be delivering for me. And it's not a beautiful piece of stunning cinema. It's overly CG and not necessarily in the greatest way, but it falls right in line with everything that I wanted it to do. You watch the preview and the film will deliver everything that the preview promises. And really, what more can you ask? So I enjoyed this film. I liked the romp. I didn't mind the cheesy dialogue because I was just there to watch people try and commit a heist during a hurricane, and hopefully the good guys would triumph. They did. No one's surprised. And I enjoyed it. So if you like that sort of over-the-top action flick, or if you're looking for a way to spend a few hours and you have MoviePass, I definitely think you should check out Hurricane Heist. As long as you go in ready for a 90s action flick, you will not be disappointed. I'm gonna go ahead and give it gets 5 out of 5 stars because it did everything I wanted it to do. And it's not the greatest film. This is not a ranking system. It gets 5 out of 5 stars because I enjoyed everything in that film, and it was exactly what it should be. So go and check it out, and if you have seen Hurricane Heist, or if you love other action films of that caliber, let me know in the comments. I'm always looking for films like that to watch. and I'll see you tomorrow.